Hey everyone, welcome back to Genai's Football News. And what a story to kick things off with, because the La Liga title race just got a whole lot more dramatic. According to ESPN, Real Betis snatched a 1-1 draw against Real Madrid deep into stoppage time, with none other than Héctor Bellerín. Yes, the former Arsenal fullback, popping up in the 4th minute of added time to level the match and stun the visitors. Madrid had been leading, and a win would have kept their title ambitions very much alive, but Bellerín had other ideas. That late equalizer is a massive blow to Madrid's hopes and hands Barcelona a golden opportunity to extend their lead at the top of La Liga. With just a handful of games remaining in the season, the timing couldn't be worse for Carlo Ancelotti's side. The title is slipping through Madrid's fingers, folks, and Barcelona will be absolutely loving every second of it. Now, to make matters worse for Real Madrid, and potentially for France, Kylian Mbappé was forced off during that very same game with what's being described as muscular discomfort. The Athletic is reporting that Madrid's superstar had to leave the pitch early, and the timing here is genuinely alarming. Why? Because France are set to kick off their 2026 World Cup campaign in just 53 days, when they face Senegal on the 16th of June. Mbappé is obviously central to everything France do, and any injury setback this close to the tournament is a real cause for concern. Now, we don't yet know the full extent of the problem. It could be minor, it could be more serious, but you can bet the medical teams in both Madrid and Paris are watching this one extremely closely. This is the last thing Mbappé, Madrid, or Les Blues needed right now. We'll be keeping a very close eye on updates as they come in. Staying with injury news now, and Chelsea fans are going to want to sit down for this one. ESPN is reporting that the Blues have officially confirmed that their teenage sensation Estêvão will miss the remainder of the season due to a hamstring injury. The young Brazilian winger has been one of the most exciting prospects in European football since arriving at Stamford Bridge, and this news is a real gut punch for Chelsea and their supporters. But here's the extra layer of concern. With the 2026 World Cup just around the corner, there's now a genuine worry about whether Estêvão will be fit in time to represent Brazil on football's biggest stage. It would be devastating for such a talented young player to miss out on what could be his first major tournament experience. Chelsea will be hoping the recovery goes smoothly, but for now, their season takes a significant hit without him. Right, let's switch gears to the Premier League now, and if you love a dominant, emphatic footballing performance, this one's for you. According to ESPN, Nottingham Forest absolutely dismantled Sunderland with a stunning 5-0 victory on Friday, with Morgan Gibbs-White leading the charge in an inspirational display. This result does wonders for Forest's survival prospects, pushing them further clear of the Premier League relegation zone and giving their fans a massive sigh of relief. BBC Sport also covered the aftermath, reporting that Sunderland boss Regis Lebris was clearly devastated, admitting his side had a painfully slow start and calling the defeat exactly what it was, painful. On the other side of the touchline, Forest head coach Vitor Pereira praised his players and this is the mentality of a manager fighting for survival. He insisted it still isn't enough and that they need more points. You've got to love that hunger. Forest are very much fighting, and after a result like this, they look like a side that's going to stay up. Now to some serious news coming out of UEFA, and this is an important one. ESPN is reporting that Benfica's Gianluca Prestianni has been handed a 6-match ban by UEFA following anti-gay conduct directed at Real Madrid's Vinícius Júnior during their Champions League encounter back in February. It's a significant punishment from UEFA and sends a clear message that this type of behavior has absolutely no place in football, or anywhere else, for that matter. Vinícius has unfortunately been a repeated target of racial and discriminatory abuse throughout his career, and seeing football's governing body step in with a firm sanction will be welcomed by many across the game. 6 matches is no small ban, and it reflects the severity with which UEFA is treating this incident. Football must continue to stand up against all forms of discrimination, and this ruling is a step in the right direction. Over to the Premier League title race now, where Arsenal have slipped to 2nd place, but manager Mikel Arteta is absolutely not reading the last rites on their season. According to ESPN, Arteta has come out strongly, insisting that dropping out of top spot will have zero psychological impact on his squad. He's urged his players to go all in for what is shaping up to be an absolutely thrilling 5-game finale to the season. It's classic Arteta, calm, composed, and completely focused. Arsenal have been in this position before, and their manager knows that 5 games is more than enough time to swing a title race. Whether you're a gunner or not, you have to admire the mentality. The Premier League title race is far from over, and with Arsenal determined to fight until the final whistle of the final game, this is going to be one incredible run-in. Don't touch that dial. Some unexpected boardroom drama at Roma now, and it involves one of football's most beloved figures. ESPN is reporting that Claudio Ranieri, the legendary manager who won the Premier League title with Leicester City back in 2016, has departed his role as a special advisor at Roma following a falling out with head coach Gian Piero Gasperini. The details are still emerging, but it's understood that the relationship between Ranieri and Gasperini has broken down to the point where Ranieri's position was simply no longer tenable. It's a sad end to what was supposed to be a high-profile advisory role for the Italian tactician, and it adds yet another layer of instability to what has been a turbulent period for the club. Roma have enough to worry about on the pitch. The last thing they needed was drama off it. We wish Ranieri well. The man is a true footballing legend and deserves better. And finally, with the 2026 World Cup just weeks away, there's an important story that every football fan planning to travel should be aware of. BBC Sport is reporting that more than 120 human rights organizations have jointly issued a travel advisory aimed at visitors heading to this summer's tournament. The groups are warning that travelers, particularly those from marginalized communities, could face potential threats to their human rights while attending the event. It's a sobering reminder that the World Cup, while a glorious celebration of football, takes place in a complex political and social landscape. The advisory urges fans to research their rights, be aware of local laws, and exercise caution. Football brings the world together like nothing else, but it's vital that everyone gets to experience that joy safely. We'll continue to follow this story as the tournament approaches. And that's all from us today on Genai Football News. If you enjoyed today's show, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a story. We'll see you next time.